I swear to God, you're an issue. What's going on, everybody? It's time for another episode of In This Very Ring. We are here live in our own A2D radio studios. As always, it is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Here's looking at you, Chrome. That was for him. You got to throw that Bret Hart line right there for him.
You do. He loves Bret Hart. Like, he's Bret Hart's biggest fan ever.
Right?
No one bigger fan than Bret Hart, than Chrome.
Not at all. My name's Ritz. I got my co-host, as always, the one, the only, the man they call Butters. And joining us from Lazy Booking, he is one half of the Ginger Gang, and he is one of the co-hosts of Hockey Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Matty Cinacutti. Matty, what's going on?
I'm doing fine, man, and I have to admit, you thought I didn't notice that. You paused there. You forgot what shows I was on there, didn't you?
Oh, I forgot the name of Lazy Booking.
I saw
Same thing, potato, patata, butter, margarine, same thing.
No, when I was writing it earlier, I wrote the description for the show. I wrote it differently than how I just said it. And in my head, I said, oh, how did I write it? Screw it. I was trying to
Damn.
So, as always, we are brought to you by our Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Check him out on the web at specializedphysicaltherapy.com or his 3 locations at Burlington, Cherry Hill, and Princeton, New Jersey. Also, Michael Ambrose and the guys at Ambuck Services, give them a call at 856-879-5530. If you're in the South Jersey area, they are your gutter and deck experts. Guys, give Michael Ambrose a call. Tell him that HUD Radio sent you. And we would be remiss if we never mentioned our friends at PhillyDrinkers.com, the place for exclusive place for all your HUD Radio merch. And speaking of HUD Radio, it is the Godfather himself, Mr. Tom Arnone. A lot of goats in the house tonight. You know it, brother.
Bah.
Oh, my God.
I'm just surprised that Butters hasn't had his Firefly Funhouse character set up yet that we were talking about.
Oh, no, you didn't. I don't know if you were here. What are you said it the other day. You said the mayor of Toasty Town or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I did.
I don't know if you were here for that.
Either it was that or I think maybe Chrome told me about that. But anyway.
Oh.
I'm saying daddy's home. Oh, God.
Be on your best behavior.
I'm not sure what that means, but eat. All right.
Eat. Help me.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, a lot.
How much time you got?
Well, we got 2 hours. Good luck.
I don't know if that's enough. I don't think that is.
Hold on, let me open my. Oh shit. Never mind. My notepad, my notepad fell apart.
God, you're horrible tonight.
So Butters' notepad fell apart.
So Greg's replying to Tom saying, "It's a lot of goats and then me." Frank Becky said, "Hey yo, sorry to bother you at work. I don't like it when people call me daddy." Frank, you have your own issues to point out. Good luck, my friend.
You must be a virgin then, Frank.
Wow. Oh, shit. And Frank said, so, Matty, have you been filled in yet? What happened? Yes, what took place this past week, right here on this very ring?
Actually, no.
Oh, so you don't know.
Well, nobody filled me in, so I'm about to find this out.
So let's fill you in. Last week on this program, we had an A2D radio draft where we drafted the personality of A2D. And, well, You're on Team Butters.
Am I? Interesting.
You are.
So what's the
I was gonna
jerseys
say,
look like?
What'd you say?
I said, what the jerseys look like. Very
Good
intrigued.
luck. Figure that part out. But what's going to happen is for next year, starting with the Royal Rumble, everybody will be doing blind predictions on the events. Okay, because we've got a lot of people here that don't watch wrestling, so we might as well make it fun and enjoyable. Well, more or less for me. Okay, and the decision was that points will be added and different things like that as we go through, and the winner at the end of the year will get some sort of prize. Winning team will, and the whoever gets the most points at the end of the year will get like an MVP kind of trophy.
Okay, then.
Okay. So you're on Team Butter.
Okay, then.
I actually have your entire hockey happy hour crew on.
No.
Team Butter. No, I have really.
No. Ritz, I have it right here in front of me, and
Yeah,
you have Matty.
Jackass reason. Do I
have-
really?
You had the whole lazy booking crew.
That's right, I do. Lazy booking and birds of a feather. I don't know where the hell my list went.
Dude, did you not get my email last week? I had it split out to
I don't know where the hell I put it.
red and blue. Red
I
and
have
blue.
oh, there it is. I have so many different like folders for the show and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh no,
So-
you have Pove and Daly.
Okay, so Butters has Pove and Bry, and you have me, Chrome, and Chuck's.
I get Chuck's.
Okay.
Greg says the Land O'Lakes logo on the
That is perfect. Great t-shirt. Yes, that has to be the jersey.
Frank saying, "Wow, Butters, very naughty of you. That's a nice Pokemon collection you got there. It'd be a shame if I came over there, caught them all, and replaced them with Digimon."
Well, first off, you'd have to get through the 5 dogs, and then you'd have to get through my wife.
So Tom says you and MVP don't sound right. Hey. And then Tom and Greg are going on to make fun of me at my first time hosting. I'm sorry. I got home half an hour ago. And no, I don't have 500 notes on deck. Greg saying no notes. They're on my computer. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. You recap almost 24 hours of pro wrestling a week. You shuffle through and find out the decent stuff.
Wait a minute. 24 hours of wrestling? When was there 20? Oh, okay.
All right. So here, I do the math with me. 3 hours on Monday.
Possibly Sunday.
No. Let's start Monday. 3
All right.
hours on Monday. 2 hours on Tuesday for Impact. That's 5.
5, yeah.
2 hours for NXT. 2 hours for AEW. That's 9.
Okay.
Thursday, thank God there's nothing on Thursday.
Not anymore.
Friday has 2 hours of SmackDown. Saturday has potentially an AEW pay-per-view or an Impact pay-per-view. So there's 4. Right? Let's call it a 4.
Okay.
And then you've got 4 hours on Sunday. Not to mention Bump, AEW After Dark, Talking Smack, Raw Talk, and whatever hell else they throw at me.
Most importantly, WWE main event.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget that.
What's main event? I've never heard of that show.
Bro saying, "What's up, fellas? Painting tonight, but wanted to pop in and show some love."
So, Chrome.
Bro,
Oh, hey. So you paint me a picture of Bret Hart, right?
oof.
Yes! And he's got a giant heart around Bret Hart.
With him hugging on him?
Yeah, totally.
It's Natalia cat ears.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. It's like Chrome's hugging him from behind. So it's like over his shoulder. You can see Chrome.
Frank has me saying, but still, hashtag Team Ritz for life. I'm Arno, guy makes himself sound busy by watching wrestling. No, it's also the 3 nights of karaoke I do.
So you got karaoke and watch
Joe
wrestling at the
Tigers,
same
baby.
time.
Jake Friel, Team Ritz for life. You spelled life wrong. Get the hashtag right. And Tom giving Chrome a hard time about painting again. All right. This might be a record. We got off the rails real quick.
Let's fix that 10 minutes in, and we haven't even talked about the question.
No, we haven't. But it's a great segue because the start of the show's a mess. War Games was a mess. Agree or disagree? We'll go to Matty.
All right. Yeah, it got messy, to say the least. But you know what? To be honest with you, do I think it really destroyed the show? I don't think it really destroyed it. I just think, yeah, it got a little. It definitely got messy. But you know what? Hey, in a show like War Games, you kind of have a little bit more breathing room as compared to like your normal standard takeover. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree. Butters?
I gotta disagree. I like War Games for what it was. I didn't really see any kind of mess in it. They laid everything out like with the 2 War Games matches. They laid the rules out as is. Each match had its own uniqueness to it. They were all good. There wasn't anything like too confusing to. I don't know how to say it. I felt like it ran smooth. I'm going to disagree.
See, I have to. I have to agree. There was too much of it to me that it didn't seem very smooth as it has in years past. Like when I stack it up to War Games in the past, and I don't mean I'm talking. Let me go back to like the 1980s. Look at those War Games. I have to compare it to the NXT War Games that I've seen. I mean, I've seen one live in person, right, when they were here in Houston a few years ago. And I don't know, it just didn't feel like the actual matches were too smooth. I didn't give a damn about Dexter Loomis versus Cameron Grimes. I liked the Timothy Thatcher.
That was a damn good match.
It was a great match, but I don't care about the outcome afterwards. Right? So in a grand scheme kind of thing, I think the show was a mess.
I think the Timothy Thatcher
words are your enemy.
I know. Tommaso Ciampa match being put on right after the Women's War Games was a great thing. It was meant to kind of slow things down, get everybody to kind of, we just had high flying, fast paced action. These women tearing the hell out of each other. Let's kind of just, cool down a bit before we get into all the other stuff. And they just put on a clinic in that ring between Ciampa, Thatcher, beating the hell out of each other, but still making it a really good wrestling match.
Chrome says, completely disagree. War Games is always a clusterfuck. Both matches had great spots. Women stole the show. He goes on to say that you want to see a clusterfuck? Go back and watch guys like Sid Vicious and Warrior in War Games matches. And Tom says, disagree because it's always hashtag Team Butters.
Hell yeah!
But on that note, right, I wasn't going back and comparing matches of the 80s and different things like that because some of those really, really don't hold up to time at all.
What holds up to time? I mean, whatever does.
But some matches are. Some matches, what's the word I want? Transcend? Yes. No. Stand the test of time. Right? You can go back and you can always watch it and everything like that. There are some War Games matches where you're watching it and going, how did this take place? Why did this take place? But then you have other iconic moments with, the Horsemen and people turning and different stuff like that.
I mean, at least with this War Games, we got a flying Asian in a trash can.
That's a sentence I never thought I would actually hear. Flying Asian in a trash can. Crone says, I totally disagree with Ritz. If anything, that's the problem with modern day war games. It's too clean. It's supposed to be exactly what it was. War, bodies all over, crazy spots. Most authentic feel to what War Games is actually supposed to be since they brought it back. Oh, all right. So maybe I'm not making my point clear enough. Again, I've only been home for about half an hour.
Yeah, but you know the show started and you got rattled. So
the actual matches had great spots. I thought a lot of people did really well in the matches, right? The EO was in the trash can, and I think it was Dakota Kai did a Meteora onto the trash can. I didn't think they were getting EO out of the trash can.
I didn't either. They were hella struggling to get her out of that trash can. I'm like, why don't you just try to pin her right there? Fuck it. Just try to pin her inside the trash can.
Did not think that through a little bit.
I mean, at some point you could have just called the fire department. It's like, get the jaws of life. That's the only way she's getting out of that son of a bitch.
And Crow saying, a clean War Games match is just a cage match. Then nothing about it. 90% of the original War Games matches still stand the test of time. And this is where Chroma and I disagree, right? Because he grew up in that era. I didn't. So to go back and watch some of those, I'm like, meh.
Well, what would you say, though? I mean, one War Games match I really liked, and it was during WCW's, like, really big period, was when the Four Horsemen faced off with the NWO and Kurt Hennig turned his back on the Horsemen. That was a really good War Game.
That's probably the only one that actually stands out in my mind. But again, though, you got to remember, I didn't really grow up with War Games.
Me neither.
By the time War Games, by the time I came around to wrestling, I would have only have seen 2 War Games, right? And we weren't really buying WCW pay-per-views. I take that back. We weren't buying WCW pay-per-views when I was a kid. You know, we were WWE house. We just watched. Honest to God, I think we watched Nitro because we all had a blast making fun of my uncle for looking like Goldberg. No. I said it does stand out. I said that's the only one that does. Chrome saying the original NWO versus WCW match doesn't stand out to you. Unless there was a different one, but I remember the one where Hennig turned.
There are other War Games matches that there's a couple that stand out to me for the wrong reasons. The one where the powerbomb went bad because the cage was too small. You know, but that sticks out to me for the wrong reasons of that spot should have never happened, you know.
Greg saying I did hate the title going back to Gargano plus back to Team Candice 1 also. I'm bored with them. And we're gonna get into that, right? We're gonna get into it all. But Tom saying best wrestling show in the biz since Chrome's Reign. No, you don't. Best wrestling show on television today.
You know what? You know, Team Candice might have won, but at what cost? A broken arm for Candice?
But see, here's the thing, right? I don't mind Team Candice winning because of how it ended.
That's what I say. It sets up for a great match down the line.
It's in my mind. Hold on, Chrome. He says no. You're talking about the second one. The first one was with the fake Sting, and they painted Savage and Liz after the match.
Yes,
I didn't realize that was a War Games. I don't remember that as a War Games. I just remember that as one of the moments. Again, though, I wasn't watching WCW as hardcore. So for all I know, I probably saw that on a Nitro like after the fact.
To be fair, though, back when we were just getting into wrestling, I don't think anybody was buying WCW pay-per-views at that point because it was 99. So,
the way I look at it, and we said this on the show last week, what's going to come out of each War Games match? What new feud? We thought people were going to turn. We didn't see that. on Sunday. Right?
A surprise and a shocker, but hey.
In my eyes, it's really interesting that Raquel is the one to pin Io. Right?
Why? Why?
Because
I could see it.
No. I don't mean surprising in a bad way.
Yeah.
Surprising that they're going to go down this road. That they're going to put the trust in her. I really like it. Right? Plus, Raquel's from this area, so there's kind of there's some of that too. It's like, and she knows some of my buddies, so I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. You know, so that cool factor. But it's getting somebody new into the picture. You're still teasing, as we saw on Wednesday, the Rhea Ripley factor with Raquel. You know, so it's creating these new dynamics because they're honestly not doing anything with Io and her title right now.
No.
Nothing definitive.
I don't think they're really doing much with the titles on anybody right now.
Sasha.
No. I'm talking NXT.
Oh, I thought you meant women in general.
No. I'm just talking NXT in general.
I'm not wrong.
No. You're not.
Just wrong in one category, right in the other.
I figured since we were talking NXT right now that you would understand I was meaning NXT.
It's okay. We're just going to continue to split hairs. So that's what we do.
What hairs are you going to split? What hairs are you going to split?
On the chin.
I mean, Patty, you don't have very many hairs left to split either, bro.
Yeah, I know. Still have some, though.
You that 5 head up there.
As I said, the only hairs we're splitting on any of us is on the chin.
That's fine. I got a beard long enough to do it.
I'm telling you, man, you look like Control Freak more and more every day.
One of my friends told me that I should just start, mining and just have my own colony of dwarves. But anyway.
That's fantastic.
I'm short enough to actually fit the description of one. So you know what? I'm like, you know what? If the shoe fits, you might as well wear it.
So which of the 7 are you? I mean, dopey, grumpy?
Well, it depends on the mood, I guess, really. I guess,
what are you, a 7 dwarf mood ring?
I guess so. I guess that's what it would be. I guess if one could be slappy, then I guess that would work. But anyway.
You're Ben 10, but with dwarfs.
Well, the dwarves, yeah.
Anyway, back to wrestling.
Clarify be sneezing. Anyway.
Shotzi's team had the advantage. Okay, so Blackheart joined the match. It was started off with Candice LeRae. I'm sorry, Dakota Kai and Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Shotzi joins second. Raquel comes in, then Rhea, then Tony, then Io.
Real quick, when they started it off, they teased a little tension there between Ember and Shotzi because Shotzi wanted to go first, but Ember was kind of like pushing it hardcore that she wanted in there first.
I saw that. I did see that.
They had a little tension there. I'm like, oh, we're going to see something inside the match, and we never did. So I was like,
yeah, no, absolutely. Gonzalez, along with Indy Hartwell, who I honestly could care less about. I've never cared less for someone's involvement in a storyline,
especially with the neck brace going on. Like, come on, I was expecting to rip that neck brace off, going, oh, hey.
Than her and friggin' Austin Theory, who I got a bone to pick with that man, but we're gonna get to that in a minute.
And then I kept laughing the whole time when they're trying to keep Io out of the match, but the ref's trying to tell Candice, like, hey, match can't start. You can't pin nobody until Io gets her ass in here.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Like, because Candice is like, hey, count 3. He's like, she needs to be in here.
Yeah, they're
like,
just dumb.
And then they lock the cage up, and I'm like, how are you? What?
I mean, that does make you look like a fucking dope when you think about it.
Like, if she's supposed to be in here, then you have Indy go out there, whoop her ass, roll her in there, because if you step outside that ring, you lose. It racks my brain at the stupidity.
What makes it even funnier, it's stupid on 2 other sides. Because then the other side of it is that Candice is going into a match and she doesn't know the fucking rules. It's like,
and she's been in them before.
yeah. It's like, listen, I know it's a work and everything, but if you want to be realistic here, you should probably know the fucking rules before you go into the match.
It's like,
I mean, are they truly trying to go ditzy blonde with her? I mean, I know she's not blonde hair right now, but I mean, screw it. You might as well dye it blonde and be done with.
I mean, I give them a benefit of the doubt a lot, right? And I get it. It's a show. We're watching entertainment.
Yeah.
We're watching sports entertainment, right? There's athleticism and everything like that, and there's a lot going on. But it's still, at the end of the day, a sport with rules. That's fuck. That's like
that's the idea of what you're selling, basically.
That's like,
you know?
Carson Wentz, and I know he's not well liked in the city right now, but Carson Wentz going out on the field and not knowing how to play the game of football.
Damn. Shots fired. Woo!
But it's not wrong. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, woo! But no, I'm watching this match, and I'm seeing her try to go for this pin. I'm like, they keep iterating that everybody's got to be in. Are they really going to start this pin? And then you see the ref telling her, and I'm like, oh, thank God the ref actually knows what the fuck he's doing for once.
I mean, to put it in terms Matty understands, that's like Carter Hart just saying, hey, here, shoot.
Yeah, it's like Carter Hart going in. It's just like, you know what? I just don't feel like playing goalie today. You mind if I just... Yeah, I'm just going to go chill off to the side. You know what? I'm going to grab one of those nice, cheesesteaks. I'm going to sit over there on the bench. You guys just keep shooting up. I'm having no problem. I don't care.
Am I supposed to be in front of that?
But to be fair, though, if Carson Wentz did go out and did not know the rules of football, it wouldn't be the first Eagles quarterback to make that mistake. Donovan McNabb had a tie and didn't realize that there was only one OT. So there you go.
I mean, I didn't either, so.
Oh, that just sticks out in my head because I remember when it happened. I'm like, how the fuck did he not know that? Like, seriously. Like, you're a goddamn quarterback in the NFL. You don't know?
But I like the match.
It had some great spots.
But again, the EO thing took too long, was dumb. Get her ass in the ring.
You know, and everybody made fun of it like, oh, she copied that from an indie. I'm like, everything's been done at least once. Get over it.
And if you're copying it from a comedy promotion, it's like, probably shouldn't bring that into the NXT world. It's like, that's to stay in the comedy promotion.
I mean, still, it was a funny spot. It kind of got everybody laughing. You know, it's like, is she even gonna?
Laughing?
I was laughing my ass off at the whole scene.
You're an idiot.
I'm Butters. Hi, how you doing? Have you met me yet?
One too many times.
But I'm like, so she's gonna throw herself out there. It's like, what happens if everybody just says fuck it and moves? I mean, that's gonna be a hell of pain.
What I need to know is, whose idea was it for EO to jump off the cage inside a trash can?
HBK's or Triple H? I guarantee it.
Like, first of all, I need a picture. I wonder if I can find the still of it while we're talking here. That picture right before she puts it on.
Oh, that face?
Yeah.
Banzai!
That look, I'm like, what are you doing, child?
I mean, use your body as a weapon. Put your body inside a weapon. Use that too.
I mean, I have takeout. Banzai!
Oh my god. I mean, I guess that's the equivalent of, the deathmatch shit you see in Japan. Only difference is without barbed wire, which,
or light tubes.
Or the fluorescent light tubes like you like to see in the hardcore promotions.
I guess.
I've never understood the whole light tube situation, but more power to you, boys.
Ever since CZW started doing it, everybody's got to fucking do it now.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, a silence falls over the crowd in anticipation.
This.
Can't really see it. A little too. There we go. Much better.
Woohoo! I mean, that face says it all. Like, it's holy shit, I'm gonna do this, but let's do it.
It's either that or it's either that or it's like, holy shit, I may actually die from this.
Right?
Let's find out.
It's like, who the hell talked me into this?
Oh, myself.
I'm calling my agent when we're done.
But
I'm calling my union rep. Oh wait.
end of the day, Gonzalez. Wow. Gonzalez Shirai, Team Lorraine gets the win.
Yeah, but how about that one-arm power bomb for the pin?
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
One arm through the table. I'm like, ooh, in the middle too, in between, on the steel.
So let's talk about it. Chrome agrees with me. Theory stealing Vince's line is annoying as fuck. So,
I guess I didn't hear that part. What did he?
Oh,
what line?
how did you miss it? Wait for it. Hold on. Enjoy the ride. Here we go. So, during the triple threat match for Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest versus Leon Ruff for the North American Championship,
Mm-hmm.
a Ghostface ends up attacking. I'm sorry, not a Ghostface. An entire platoon of Ghostface descend upon the ring and beat the crap out of Damian Priest. Finally, Johnny wins. Okay, and one lonely Ghostface leaves the ring with him, and he takes off the mask. And who is it other than Austin Theory? And what does this pond-sucking scumbag say? It was me. It was me all along.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
No.
I mean, I guess he wanted to be memed too. That's all I can say about that. But
I mean, he was dressed up in the robe and hood. I mean,
yeah, but when Vince did it, it was the 90s.
It was good shit?
Wrong. Yeah, it was good shit, pal.
It pissed me off.
And then Leon Ruff, poor guy, he put on a hell of a show too. Only for them to give it to frickin' Gargano.
So I wonder, though, here's my question. Was Johnny supposed to win the title?
I think so. I think they wanted to make him a triple-time champion. I think they want to keep Johnny happy.
Because Ruff gets injured and has to be removed from the match. And when you watch it back, you're almost like, I don't know if that was supposed to happen.
I feel like it was, since they sent out all the Ghostface on Damian.
Possibly.
I feel like if Leon Ruff was supposed to win it, I don't think we just saw the Ghostface. I think we just saw Leon somehow take out Damian, pull what he pulled onto Gargano with those amazing moves, and he would have retained it. I think with them sending out the Ghostface for the interference, I think that said it right there that no matter what, Gargano was supposed to win it. I think this time now, since he's got it, the Gargano curse is gonna be broken. He'll be able to defend it. And
Now, my theory of that would be maybe because of a possible injury with Ruff, they decide, you know what? Call an audible. Maybe they had the Ghostface thing planned all along, but instead of doing it where it'll take Damian Priest away from the situation, instead of Ruff going over, it's Gargano instead. And maybe they had that planned where it wasn't going to be Priest taking a pin or what have you originally, just to kind of build up maybe a future rivalry down the line.
The only other thing I can think of is it's getting Ruff away from this clusterfuck that is Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano and the whole Ghostface and Now, Austin Theory is a lackey of Johnny's, and Indy Hartwell is a lackey of Candace, and it's like
So are we trying to
couple backwards bullshit?
Are we trying to pull an AEW and just start putting people together now?
Dude, I'll lose it. I will lose my ever-loving shit.
I mean, look at it. They're just starting to put people together randomly. Here we're getting new factions in Baron Corbin and, the other two. It's like in NXT, we're getting Indy and Candace, Austin and Johnny. And are we trying to pull an AEW just except with all our fucking shows?
I'll lose it. I swear to God, I'll lose my mind.
But hey, the most important thing is that Sting is going to be wrestling in AEW.
Matt's in timeout.
Wow, I didn't get put in timeout this time. Holy shit.
You done? I forgot he has the power to add himself back in. Damn it.
I gave you a little taste of that, and then I took it right back.
Oh, man. Am I the only one in saying that I didn't give a damn about Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes?
It was meh.
It
was a good match, but again, yeah, I agree with you. I didn't. Like I said, they all put on good wrestling in the ring in the entire show. But again,
I mean, you're going to have those matches where they're not necessarily meant to be major. They're just kind of there. So kind of be like that transitional match or what have you, for people to calm down. So you see it all the time.
Let's get into the men's war game match. Kyle O'Reilly and Pete Dunne start us off. Pat McAfee's team had the advantage, so it went Oney Lorcan, Bobby Fish, Danny Burch, Roderick Strong, Pat McAfee, then Adam Cole.
Can we talk about how much of a beast Pete Dunne was in this match?
Duh.
Dear Lord.
I love how Ritz's response to that was like, duh. Of course he fucking was a beast.
Pete fucking Dunne.
I mean, the overly baked potato chip was a beast in this match.
My favorite is Pat McAfee introduces 4 tables into the War Game structure. Each one had the Undisputed logo and someone's name on it.
A la Team 3D Impact Dixie Carter?
Yeah. So he does a moonsault on the Strong. Strong splash done through one of the tables. Pat McAfee locks a figure 4 leg lock on Cole. Burch and Dunn, for some reason, decide we're going to use cricket bats. And the commentary team has a field day with the cricket bats.
Cricket. Oh, Lord.
Pat McAfee going to the top of the cage. Pat McAfee, a man that's only wrestled in his second match in professional wrestling, says, hey, I'm going to jump off it. I've seen it done as a kid. I'm going to jump. Pat McAfee walked in. They showed the cage lowering, which, by the way, I love the new way they're lowering down the cage. That was pretty dope, like a garage door. And he looked at it and he goes, I'm going to jump off this thing. And it's going to hurt. But I have 7 other dudes that are going to catch me. What's going wrong?
And it's funny because you talk about that spot because it's happened with EO. It happened in this match. And it's happened multiple times in wrestling. And you've heard of JR's gripe about this, correct?
Oh, here we go.
Because JR that gripe this week about everybody doing the same spot. The one person flying into the group of people. It's overdone. It's overhyped. It's...
No one cares what JR says anymore.
Yeah, especially since they just made fun of it today.
Yeah, no one gives a damn.
Because AEW's having a 7-on-7 match next week. Yeah,
wait. Hold the fuck phone.
Hold the fuck phone? Okay.
Yeah, the fuck phone. AEW is having a 7-on-7 match.
It was one of the Twitter pages hyping a huge 7-on-7 match for Dynamite this week. It is the Inner Circle versus, where is it at?
Okay.
The Dark Order?
Top Flight, Cutler, Varsity Blondes, and Best Friends.
Fuck off!
So it's basically AEW versus the Inner Circle. That's basically what it would be.
Pretty much.
So, okay, but here's the thing, though. So you do that. I mean,
a regular guy. Got it.
Do what?
Even though you're doing that match, you know, like, okay, so you're gonna do this 7 versus 7 match. As weird as that is.
Yep.
Why the fuck wouldn't you save that for a pay-per-view? Why are you giving that away on free TV? Like, I know it's gonna be a clusterfuck, but still, at least put it on pay-per-view.
Because Tony Khan is trying his damnedest to hit that 1 million viewer mark.
True. Good point.
Because this week he's got the 7-on-7. He's got Snoop Dogg on commentary. God knows what else he's gonna have this week. Hold on, I think I just had it up.
Which, by the way, that doesn't. Now that Snoop Dogg was on AEW, does that mean that Sasha's title reign is going to be over in about 5 minutes?
I swear to God.
Hold on. Because this week you got the Acclaim versus SCU, Hangman Page. You got a Hangman Page, John Silver, Alex Reynolds versus Matt Hardy and Private Party. You got Cody Rhodes versus Angelico. It is like they're trying to put these big matches together. Khan wants to hit that million viewer mark and go up yours WWE or NXT.
Don't pull the plug TNT.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So hold on, where was I? Cricket bats.
McAfee flying off.
Fish sends Birch through one of the tables and a sequence of finishing maneuvers. It starts with Cole hitting his Panama City Sunrise on McAfee for a near fall. Cole then poised to hit McAfee with a running knee strike, the last shot. Lorcan pushed McAfee to take the move. Dunn hit Cole with a pump handle slam. Strong breaks up the pinfall. Everyone else out of the picture. O'Reilly and Fish hit Lorcan with a couple of stiff kicks. O'Reilly hits the diving knee. And then pinfall, Undisputed Era wins.
So do you see coming out of this match, because the way, it started, do we see a O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne match here soon?
I can see it. I liked Prism once upon a time.
Woohoo!
No, you
Way to go,
don't.
Prism!
I can't imagine why you don't now.
I have no idea. No idea.
Just say that you drafted Chris Pronger, and then Priz will, he'll be your best friend all over again.
So right now. We all know I'm right. We all know I'm right.
As this match went over, I'm sitting there watching it, waiting. I'm like, so who's turning? Who's turning? It's looking like we're going to get a turn. And we're getting the end credits. Fuck.
Not going to lie, I shouted really loudly, "Are you fucking kidding me?" when nobody turned. I've never been more quick to turn off a wrestling program. Out of pure disappointment.
I was dumbfounded. My mouth had hit the floor, and I'm just like, really?
No, you're always dumbfounded.
And you're just dumb. Oh, I don't know.
Should have owned that one. But anyway, I mean, if he was going to say, he should have just stuck to his gun.
With it. He should have stuck. The problem is, the man just can't do it.
Didn't bring it back.
Okay.
Huh? What?
You done being stupid?
Shit. Who are you talking to, son? I'm Butters. I'm never done.
There's got to be a joke there somewhere.
There has to be, you guys need to make a video for promoting In This Very Ring, just Butters churning butter for no fucking reason whatsoever.
And today on In This Very Ring Cooking, we are going to make butter today.
With Butters.
All right, that looks really weird.
The fact that he decided to do that motion just makes that so worth it.
Oh, look, we got that off the air. Oh, no.
It'd been
what?
worse if I had a big stick in my hand.
All right, I think that one got it. I think that one is right now.
Oh, my God. God hates me. He really does.
Nah.
You always
Wrestling
knew, though.
hates you.
Just in the back of your mind, you always knew this whole time.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk a little. All right, let's wrap up Wargames, right? In a nice little bow. Decent show, right? Could have been better. Could have done without a few things. It would have been nice to have, a turn or two, maybe.
Like like even the women's match, I was kind of shocked we didn't get a turn.
Well, I think the Tony turn kind of cemented the fact that we weren't getting a turn.
Okay.
Right, and they had the turn last year.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
This is where the men should have gotten it.
Yeah, you don't want to rehash.
This WWE we're talking about, you're always going to get a rehash.
Wait. Hockey Happy Hour is on Butters Ritz. If it's any consolation, I almost reported the cup.
Reported the comment as I said it. He almost called himself out on it. That's pretty bad when you're calling yourself out on your own comment. That's I mean, hey, Pristo, props to you because I'm actually on the other team. So,
Yeah, it's a very heavy Team Ritz today.
Yeah, actually both mentally and physically. So,
Damn it, where are my boys at?
They left Joe happy ass. All right, let's talk some This Week in Wrestling, though.
Sure.
This week in what?
Wrestling, what we're here for.
When people slather themselves up in oil and tights and roll around the ring.
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we even had wrestling this week,
I mean, it's really bad when, there's not a whole lot that you can talk about. Here you go. Here we go. Hold, please. This is going to be an indication of what wrestling was like this week, okay? There was a match Monday night on Raw. There was a match of Slapjack and Reckoning. Yes, that's right. I said the words Slapjack and Reckoning versus Dana Brooke and Ricochet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your dials. Don't turn the sound up. You heard that right. Slapjack and Reckoning versus Dana Brooke and Ricochet.
Hey, at least Dana's getting some TV time.
Which is fine, but I'm going to verbatim read you the recap of this match.
The excitement is killing me.
Yes, because the match was this long.
Reckoning and Brooke throw hands right off the hop. Brooke gets the upper hand in the corner and tags in Ricochet, who lands a Hurricane Rana and a dive over the top. Slapjack counters with a modified Falcon Arrow, but misses on a cannonball right after. Brooke and Reckoning are back in. Reckoning gets distracted by Ali, and Brooke capitalizes with a sit-out slam for the win.
Poetry. Pure poetry.
For the second week in a row, Ali is pissed at Reckoning for losing.
Well, I mean,
how the mighty have fallen. The once mighty Retribution who had all the momentum in the fuck world.
The fuck world, huh?
Yeah, the fuck world. Fire was coming out their ass, lightning from their fingertips, and now they are the My Pretty Pony of Monday Night Raw.
Well, that's because Vince slapped this whole thing together to try to appease the USA Network, and he fucked it all up within months of it finally showing up.
To be fair, they pretty much set themselves up to fail the moment they made Ali the leader, basically.
I mean, you're not.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently they're trying to tease Ricochet going into the group.
They teased it sucked. We moved on.
Yeah, well, you know.
And then backstage, this is later on. There's not a whole hell of a lot that I actually get to talk about. After AJ, Miz, and Morrison win a match against Drew and Sheamus, we go backstage, and Sheamus is interviewed about what happened in the ring. He says it wasn't intentional. Drew walks over, says, "You knew exactly what was going to happen, didn't you?" They stare each other down. Commercial break. We come back, and they're whooping each other's ass. Okay?
They're settling it like men. Come on now.
I'm sorry, I take that back. After brawling with each other, they fixed their issues. So in 30 seconds, they had a fight and fixed their issues. And they decide that they're going to double powerbomb WWE producer Pat Buck through a table. Right? Because you know what? Hold on. We're going to do this properly. When I'm feeling mad and blue, nothing makes me feel more better than powerbombing Pat Buck through a table.
Man, we need to do that for a commercial.
I mean,
an anger management commercial. The greatest anger management commercial in the world. Rich said that so well.
Do you have any pent-up frustrations in life? Job sucks, boss is an asshole, or maybe your love life just isn't where you want it to be. Well, luckily for you, there's Pat Buck in the world. Feel free to kick his ass any way you see fit, and you too can experience the benefits of anger-free life.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Now, I will say, I do like the fact of the Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton stuff that they're doing. You can't really do anything wrong with Bray Wyatt right now. But I want to know what it's leading towards. The whole lights going out, the Fiend showing up at the end of the show, locking him into the mandible claws as the show goes off the air. That stuff's great, right? And we know there's a match at TLC between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. But what is this going to lead to? Are we finally going to get to Retribution from WrestleMania 33? That storyline, everything like that.
We could be seeing them bringing in oh my God, her name's just slipped my damn mind.
Alexa?
Not Alexa, the other one, her friend.
Nikki.
Bringing in Nikki to help turn Alexa back.
First of all, hell no.
Well, you see how Randy found the Fiend's weakness.
Second of all, I don't see Alexa's on my mind. I don't see Randy Orton saying, "Hey, I'm going to team with Nikki Cross."
She's just a psycho.
But I don't see him going, you know what, that sounds like
I get that, but it's WWE and we could see a, intergender match between the four.
It's Randy fucking Orton. I think the man's been in one intergender match in 20 years.
To be honest,
doesn't matter.
I bet you if they walked into the creative room and they showed him that, Randy would look right at that and say, "This is what I think of it." He will whip out his dick right there and piss right on it. And then set it on fire and leave the room. Because Randy Orton doesn't give a shit.
Hey, I agree with you 100%. But again, as I said, I swear to God, I see this leading to an intergender match between the four of them. Because Nikki wants her friend back. Orton wants to get the Fiend. And what better way than to take out Alexa?
Stop talking.
What? It's his current sister, Abigail. He burned the last one down.
Oh, so we're gonna light Alexa on fire?
No, we'll just have Nikki.
Hey, you got to get ratings. You have to get ratings at the end
What
of
the
the
hell
night.
is wrong with you two?
What? Hey,
You
listen. Paul
act like
Heyman
words hasn't
trained us.
happened. You act like
Paul
Katie
Heyman
Vick
trained
never
us.
happened.
And remember,
Oh,
Eric Bischoff said this best. Controversy creates cash. What's more controversial than lighting something as beautiful as Alexa Bliss on fire? That's controversy right there, baby. That's controversy.
You know, Tom was right early when Tom said shit gets out of hand every time Matty comes on the air.
Hey, listen. That's your fault for putting me in the same room with Butters.
Yeah, every time Matt's around, shit gets out of hand.
Oh boy, what can you do?
Damian Hernandez, Randy and Nikki connection. What the fuck?
Although Prism does have the follow-up on that.
Randy and Nikki's the dumbest version of the Rock.
Oh
Prism
God!
says-
Does that mean that Nikki's gonna have the "This is your life" thing? She's gonna kick him in the head at the very end.
Oh God. WWE booking league so fucked up, terrible idea. Not done. Welcome to WWE, where we try everything. We'll try everything at least once.
Yes, we will try everything from having Randy and Nikki hook up to take that any way you want, and setting Alexa Bliss on fire. We don't care.
$20 is still $20.
20. I think they'd go for a nickel at this point. Shit.
Oh my God!
All right,
Even
I have a problem. I have a problem with SmackDown.
Oh, you don't want to talk basic NXT before you get to your problem?
No, I don't.
Hey, Karrion Kross returned.
Yeah, Karrion did return. It's, great.
That's about the one thing good we got out of it.
He powerbombed Damian Priest through a table.
Well, that's two good things you got out of it.
He powerbombed the Vanilla Giant through a table. I'll take it.
And, well, no, we did get Scarlett, though. We did get Scarlett.
In that, I'll call it crazy, but amazing looking leather outfit.
I don't know. I didn't like.
You didn't like the spikes?
And it was really weird. And then I don't know what it is.
Because Rich is afraid of getting spiked.
Her WWE run, she has worn some of the weirdest, strangest outfits on the planet.
Oh, I'll agree to that one.
There's some fucked up shit going on in that bedroom. Anyway.
Thank God we're on late.
Late night, boys. Ooh.
So, you tell me last week on SmackDown, you tell me that Carmella and Sasha Banks are going to go one-on-one for the SmackDown Women's title at TLC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you tell me next week we're going to have a contract signing for the match at TLC. And then you start SmackDown off with the contract signing, which is bound to fall apart and collapse. Why? Because it's a contract signing in the WWE. And if it doesn't fall apart, well, it's not a contract signing. And somebody in their infinite wisdom
Probably Vince
decided that it would be a good idea to say, hey, we're going to put this on free TV. Right? And not only are we not going to have Carmella come down to the ring, we're going to send some jabroni in a suit that they plucked out of catering to get wrecked by Sasha.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to need his man card because, if you're getting wrecked by Sasha Banks and not in the bedroom, then your man card just needs to be pulled.
How the hell
don't get me wrong. Getting wrecked by Sasha in the bedroom does sound like a bad time. But, when it comes to though...
Shit, that sounds like a good time. What you talking about?
After dark.
But it is after dark where we're at. Ah!
I hate you. I hate you.
Skinamax? Anyway. All right.
Whoa. We ain't going Skinamax tonight, boys.
Damien says,
We're too
speaking of
classy for that.
WWE, what's y'all thoughts on the reports of WWE trying to reunite Sasha and Bailey, and the reports of WWE changing Sasha's theme song without Snoop Dogg's voice because he was on AEW? I'll be pissed at both.
Here's the thing, because even Sasha made fun of that. 'Cause she said, because what's next? They're going to have us marry each other? If I'm correct, is what she said.
Well, then, sure enough. Oh, boy, I bet you a light bulb went off on Vince's head right there. That's good shit, pal! Can I even say pal? Because it's a woman.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Mr. Vince. That's what he does. This is how he thinks. He
I've
doesn't
got
give
a
shit.
list. I mean, it's a mile long, so I mean, it'd take too long to,
You have to put yourself into the mindset of how WWE's creative situation works.
It's created through one man.
Cares? It's WWE. We can get away with whatever the fuck we want. And it's the honest to God truth.
Yep.
We got a little bit more out of the Owens Reigns storyline, which is okay, right?
We're going to further it.
Get kicked out of him. Billie Kay finally wrestled.
I swear to God, to me, the way she's acting and right now the way she looks, I swear to God, it's another Jillian Hall situation.
Waters has 12 million Pikachus and is pulling people's man cards. Oh my God, that's great.
Not my Pokey.
You got
Hey,
nothing.
that's the wife's Pokey-Chews, not mine.
God.
I got McDonald's Funko Pops, okay?
Wait, you say Pokey-Chews? Is that how you're pronouncing it? I thought it was Pikachu.
Well, that's how it's written. That's how it's written right here. Pokechus.
That's a good point. All right, you're right. I will concede. Win this round, good sir.
You know what?
But to what I said,
lie.
I swear to God, it's like another Jillian Hall situation with Billie Kay here.
Yes, 100%. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really. SmackDown didn't do it for me this week.
What does it for you? No.
What I should? Yeah. Hey, should I tell you the time that I saw the Boogeyman and Jillian Hall live on SmackDown? It was my first ever wrestling show too.
Oh dear God!
God!
Sorry.
Do you remember how Jillian Hall came into WWE? And remember that she had this disgusting growth on her face?
Wait, you were in the crowd that night?
I was in the crowd that night when Boogeyman ate it.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry.
I'll be honest with you, I laughed my ass off at it. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Must have been a giant gummy bear.
But I mean, to be fair, the Boogeyman ate worms, so I guess in the context of the character, that probably tastes like Flamin' Yong to him. But anyway.
Wow. Just wow.
It's the Boogeyman, though, so I mean, whatever.
We're doing a little bit of an abbreviated show. Crow says he enjoyed the end of SmackDown. Nice character development for Carmella. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, we progressed the new character of Carmella. We're still going to get the match at TLC, all that other stuff. I don't know. They didn't need to lock up tonight. Carmella could have come out, whooped her ass after another random match, and done the same thing.
Yeah. Good point.
You know what I mean? I don't think I needed the actual match setup.
And then you got the Sammy versus Big E match in a shit ending.
Now I will say the shirt's funny. Apparently they're actually trying to sell the shirt too.
No, I said a shit ending.
No, I know what you said. I just chose to ignore it.
Oh, okay, asshole.
I hope
supposedly
they're still a thing.
Supposedly they are selling the Sammy shirt, and I need to see if this is true.
I need to see the Sammy shirt then. I guess I'm missing.
Oh my God, they really are.
Is it the stick figure shirt?
Yes,
Put it on. Put it on. Put it on. I got to see this. Oh my God. You have got to be shitting me.
No.
So So whose 3-year-old drew that? And is he getting any kind of profit off of this?
Nicholas drew it.
I got it. It took me a moment, but I got it. There we go.
Chrome says his first wrestling show was ECW at the Blackwood CYO in front row. Spike Dudley got whipped into the rail in front of me and got opened up the hard way, blood spattered all over my pants.
That is bad freaking ass, that show. There you go.
Says $28 for that. Again, WWE.
That's exactly good. A white shirt and ask my nephew to draw.
Listen, man, it's about time they saw the beauty of stick figure Castro. It is about damn time.
Stick figure Castro all day long.
All right, so I have another. We're gonna pull it back up. We're gonna put this back up here on the screen. The Slammy Awards are in a few weeks. Okay, voting ended yesterday.
I voted a little bit.
I couldn't in good conscience bring myself to vote. Okay?
I mean, I feel like the Slammy Awards should be voted on a council of like Vince's peers in his inner circle and not the fans. Because if you want to like mirror the Oscars and the Academy Awards and everything, the fans should have no say in this, like the actual booking of WWE.
The fans have zero say in this. It's going to be Vince saying it. We all know that voting's a sham. So it is a council of Vince's peers, and that council is Vince himself.
So let's start with Superstar of the Year. Okay, because voting ended yesterday. Okay, winners will be announced on December 23rd at 10 a.m. My guess is during the bump. Okay, the bump will be the Slammy Show. Superstar of the Year, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Asuka, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. Let me tell you why it shouldn't be Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair.
I already know who it's going to be. Bayley, my girl Bayley.
Bullshit. Bray Wyatt.
Screw you. Bayley's carried freaking this whole time, all through this COVID. It is Bayley, 100%. I'm saying it right here. Screw you guys. I'm here at home.
Wow. No, it's either Randy or Bray.
Nah.
I'm going to say it's probably The Fiend.
It's either Sasha or Bayley.
I mean, okay.
What? Say again, Matty?
I was going to say, like, don't get me wrong. Was the program good between Sasha and Bayley? Yes. But in the end of the day, I just think The Fiend overall is the one that is drawing the most fans to the product. So I think that he has to be the one that has to get the nod there.
Or knowing WWE, it could be a tie between Sasha and Bayley.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey.
So they both fight over the trophy.
Becky Lynch versus Asuka at the Royal Rumble 2020. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Survivor Series 2020. AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Jeff Hardy, Intercontinental Championship match at Clash of Champions. Sasha Banks versus Bayley, finally, for the SmackDown Women's title at Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match at Hell in a Cell. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental title on SmackDown. The entire Men's Royal Rumble match. Edge versus Randy Orton, the greatest wrestling match ever from Backlash. The New Day versus the Hurt Business from a random Raw. Okay.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Sorry, that just... Why the fuck was that? All right, go on. What?
Undertaker versus AJ Styles in the Boneyard match.
I'm kind of torn on this one right here. I've got two matches. I got two matches that, it's really great. Undertaker versus AJ Styles in the Boneyard match. Great show. Great match. Great. But then you also had the AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan IC title tournament finals. That was an amazing match. Great contender for match of the year. I'm just torn between those two as to which one truly would be match of the year.
But I agree with Chrome. Guys, can we please talk about Lacey on Instagram? Enough of this nonsense. If you're not... Captain America Butters, how is Toasty?
He is very, very toasty. Dusty.
Bro says, fuck these awards. Everyone knows the real awards are the ladies' first week in January.
Oh my god.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
I just realized something. Should the Lazy Awards be just like a golden bust of the devil puppet Vince McMahon?
Oh my god, that's genius.
Written on the fucking bottom of the trophy?
No, but he needs to be in the Lazy Booking logo.
Oh, good point.
Ooh.
Good point. I think we just... Yeah, we gave Frank homework.
For me, and it's solely because I'm a mark for The Undertaker. It's Undertaker AJ Styles Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36.
Well, of course.
Right. If anything, I would probably say, oh god, the Triple Threat Intercontinental Title match.
It's another good one.
Matty?
For me, I'm going to say, because he retired this year, I'm going to say it's Undertaker and AJ who get it, hands down.
Rivalry of the year. Seth Rollins versus the Mysterio family. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Edge versus Randy Orton. Sasha Banks versus Bayley. R-Truth versus the World. Or Lana versus the announce tables.
Oh, we all know what this one is. It's going to be Lana versus the announce table. As much as it should be Sasha versus Bayley, we all know Lana's getting a slammy, and she's getting put through a table that same time.
Okay, so the other question I have is, are we only nominating Sasha versus Bayley this year? Because we've had like 2 years.
Hey. Not to mention, Lana's made so much love to that announce table that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was pregnant with its baby.
Jesus Christ, Butters.
Hey, what? Mae Young had a hand. Why can't Lana have a table?
Yes, because we absolutely need a follow-up to that fucking masterpiece from the Attitude Era.
We did.
Jesus.
The hand was grown up. He was introduced.
Oh, I know. I know, but to then jump off of that and do a table spot of that's
No, we're done. We're moving on. We're done. You're all idiots. Tag team of the year: the Golden Role Models, Sasha and Bayley, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, the New Day, the Street Profits, or Nakamura and Cesaro.
I say it should go to the New Day, but we all know it's going to go to the Golden Role Models.
Street Profits.
I'm going to take the Profits on this one.
All right, now here's where I have great issue. Return of the year. Edge, Roman Reigns, MVP, Goldberg, and Sami Zayn.
I wonder who doesn't belong here.
Edge, 100%. We all know this.
Yeah.
So for me, it's either Edge or Roman.
I can see that.
I mean, we're past the shoving Roman down the people's throats phase. So clearly, it has to go to Edge.
But because of COVID and everything going on, right, and Roman stepping away, and I'm not really knowing when he was going to come back because he was very outspoken about not wanting to be around during all of this.
Yeah, but at that point, I bet you Vince had to have offered him a shit ton of extra money to come back early.
I'm sure he did. Wait.
Here's another.
Kevin. Between MVP and Edge.
Whoa.
What? Kevin, my guy.
I mean, MVP's done really good this year. I mean, I get where he's coming from, but
it's Edge.
I know, that's why I'm saying, but Edge should still be comeback of the year, probably to come back and set up for something.
I mean, here's the thing. MVP did give us that great Brock meme. So, I mean, he did do that. But listen, you don't know joy till you see Brock trying to dance. But really, it's hands down going to the Rated R Superstar here. Come on.
Yeah, 100%.
And that might be his comeback right there. Comeback, feud with somebody small till Orton's done with Bray.
All right, guys. That is it for us tonight. Like I said, a little bit of a shorter show. Next week, we are going to have our... Oh, hold on. I'm going to be real here, guys. Overall return and how shocking the success has been, I go MVP. People shit all over it. He's done nothing but make Lashley a monster and Shelton. Oh, no, don't get me wrong, Chrome. I get it. I totally do, right? I get why it could be MVP. I don't know. I feel like Edge coming back, he goes, I'm the biggest Edge mark here, but I can't give him comeback of the year when it only lasts a month. I disagree. I think you can.
I hate to say this, but I kind of see Chrome's point at that little last bit. You know, MVPs lasted all year, whereas Edge was only a month or two.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if Lana and the Tables are going to win the Rivalry of the Year award, then I think we can give this one to Edge. In all honesty,
he says we're marks for a moment. He loves throwing around that marks comment, like he loves doing that.
Like how he's marking up that paintbrush onto that canvas
on that Bret Hart painting. But anyway,
no, and don't get me wrong, right? If MVP wins it, I'm not upset. Right? Yeah. If Edge wins it, I'm not upset. If Roman wins it, right? Because no one's talked about Roman, I'm not upset. Right?
Yeah.
I'm upset if Goldberg or Sami Zayn win it.
Yeah, Goldberg shouldn't win it. Sami shouldn't win it. The only reason Goldberg would even potentially win it is to set up something with Roman. But other than that...
Don't forget, Goldberg's got at least 50 matches left in him.
He starts a new undefeated streak. This time the finger... But then here's the thing. The finger poke of doom was legit because he'll be so old and crippled that it will literally just take an actual finger poke to beat his ass. So there you go. Full circle. And Kevin Nash was a brilliant genius this whole fucking time. Who fucking knew?
That or just a boot to the back of the head.
So, but as long as he doesn't face the Fiend, he'll beat the Fiend every time.
I've never been more mad about a show in my life.
What'd you expect? It was a Saudi show.
And I even said on the air before that show, I was like, watch, Goldberg's gonna win. Right? And I was half kidding when I said it. And I was so pissed that next show. I think I texted Butters and I said, wait, excuse me, what the fuck did I just watch?
I could feel Ritz's, the heat from the rage, the fumes. It just, the whole world, the universe, the aliens went and said, turn the fuck around, we're gone, Ritz is mad.
Yeah. It's like, we got some strange vibrations coming from the great state of Texas. That's not a good sign.
That's not.
Oh.
The Ritz rage is real.
I mean... Kevin's talking about that he tweeted to MVP about it a year or two ago when he would return to WWE, and then he laughed at his tweet.
That's pretty cool.
Well, who's laughing now, I guess? Anyway.
Hey, things change in 2 years. Hey.
We're going to get out of here. We appreciate Matty for jumping on with us tonight. Matt, it's a blessing to see you again.
Yes, it is.
It's
chaos ensues.
Oh, yeah. Always fun to cause a little chaos every now and again. You got to let that shit loose.
Speaking of chaos, Matty will be with us next week as we do a TLC preview. No. Here's the part of the day where he says, hey, by the way, I lied to you earlier this week when I said I can do the 12th and the 19th.
I was going to tell you that after the show. off mic, but now, because we have to be unprofessional about this shit, I am going to tell you now. Unfortunately, I will not be able to join you gentlemen for that show, so I apologize.
And don't you ever call me unprofessional again.
Oh, it's okay. We all are.
On a show where we talked about Lana giving birth to tables, I don't think that was the least bit unprofessional.
Sasha wrecking all the men in the bedroom.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh, okay, good. So Lazy Booking's back on Tuesday, so it's all okay.
All right. Breaking news: Lazy Booking's back.
So are y'all gonna go all Bob Ross on Tuesday?
Oh my God! I Chrome. If you're still here, I swear to God, Tuesday on the air. Just be sitting there when the show starts. Just be sitting there, fucking baiting, man.
Okay.
Throw an Afro on for good measure.
Hold on, and paint through the whole show. And right before the show goes off the air, he spins it around, and the entire time he's just been painting a damn stick of butter.
But here's the thing: it's like but it's got googly eyes on it. But no, seriously though, here's what they should do: paint his feelings and make really shitty comments the entire show. Even the chat's invited to do this, and just to see what would happen, just to see Chrome pissed off and see what he paints. Oh my God,
that would be hysterical. And then we could. Oh my God! All right, we're gonna talk about this off air. We're getting out of here though, because I've got shit to do. We're getting out of here. Matty, thank you for joining us. Guys, make sure you're following us on all our platforms. Make sure you've got all your notifications turned on so you can check out all our shows. You got Agree to Disagree tomorrow. For the love of God, let it be for a good Eagles victory. See, this is why people hate you.
They don't hate me. I'm just laughing because I know it's going to be a good one.
Good save. Sports Hounds on Monday. Lazy Booking is back on Tuesday, followed by After Dark. Wednesday has Fix and AM in the PM. Thursday, you've got Birds of a Feather and this man right here with Pove and Daly for Hockey Happy Hour. Friday night is Spit and Fire with Rachel Blaze and Fan Friday. Which, by the way, guys, if you're not taking part in Fan Friday, you're missing out. Saturday, Kicking It Stateside. Weekly Roundup. Kep's Corner. Kep's Corner is moving to 8 o'clock. So we're probably going to do a 10:05, 10:10 start time next week. Let them time to get off the air. And then, by the way, Kicking It Stateside wasn't on the air today. They will be on the air tomorrow, is my understanding. They will be on at some point tomorrow. There were some issues this morning. That being said, guys, we got to thank our doctor, Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Make sure you're checking him out right there at specializedphysicaltherapy.com or his 3 locations at Cherry Hill, Princeton, and Burlington, New Jersey. Also, Michael Ambrose and Ambuck Services, 856-879-5530. The gutter and deck experts of South Jersey. Give them a call. Tell them HUD Radio sent you. They're going to take good care of you. And PhillyDrinkers.com/HUD Radio, the exclusive HUD Radio store. Get all your gear. Holidays are coming. Time's running out. Get your gear. Get your presents. Hanukkah's happening right now.
You want to buy me something? Go ahead, get me something.
Got 5 more nights to get me a couple of different gifts, guys. Just saying.
You gotta get Ritz 8 for all 8 nights.
Yep. You gotta catch up, people.
Get him a beer mug. No.
Another beer mug, an even bigger beer mug, a beer mug
shot
the size
glass.
of his house.
What?
A shot glass. Some Stone Cold IPA.
What?
Some rock tequila, because I don't remember the name of it.
And Nope. And then on the 8th day, Austin comes to his house and stuns him. Finished.
All right, everybody. We are out of here. We will see you all next week. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you, Chrome. Hashtag Team Ritz is the shit. We're out. Tell somebody you love them.